Good day, everyone. Welcome to my show. Welcome to Partners in Health and Biz. I'm your host. I'm your natural podcast consultant, Gail Dixon-McBride. And I'm so very happy that you decided to join me today. Today, what a beautiful, wonderful day. You know what? This is the day that the Lord has made, so let us rejoice and be glad in it. And so today's topic, it's very important. As you know, February is National or American Heart Health Month, American Heart Month. And so I have some important information I'd like to share with you concerning your heart and caffeine. So, caffeine is in several types of beverages, specifically coffee and certain types of teas. And a lot of you are drinking a lot of coffee, which contains caffeine, or either you even drink teas such as green teas and different types of black teas. But did you know that the caffeine in the coffee and the teas can actually affect your heart? So what happens? You wake up and you brew yourself a pot of coffee. As you sit to read the morning news, you start sipping, getting ready to start the day. Later in the afternoon, you feel the post lunch slump. It's the post lunch slump. So, what do? So, you drive to the nearest coffee shop for a pick me up espresso or latte. But have you ever wondered how the caffeine and all this coffee affects your body, more specifically your heart? So, let's break it down. What happens to the heart when you actually consume caffeine? Okay, so once you take that first sip, the caffeine enters your blood from the stomach and small intestines, and it begins to stimulate your central nervous system. The receptors in the cells within your heart are stimulated by the caffeine and increases your heart rate. As your heart beats faster, accelerating by about 3 beats per minute, your blood flow speeds up too. So the increase in your heart rate from caffeine can take effect in as soon as 15 minutes and take approximately, did you know, 6 hours to wear off. That's right. The effect can take an effect in as soon as 15 minutes, but that coffee, adrenaline that you've taken, that's speeding up your heart, that can last for 6 hours before it wears off. So you definitely do not want to drink coffee very close to bedtime. You don't want to do that because that can affect your sleep. So if you're tossing and turning and you're having a hard time sleeping, consider that it's probably, and you're drinking this coffee or caffeinated tea, consider that it may be one of the reasons why you're not able to sleep, why you have insomnia. So you're asking me, Gail, how much is too much caffeine? Well, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration says 400 milligrams of caffeine a day is generally safe for most people. That's about the amount of caffeine about 4 cups of brewed coffee, 10 cans of soda, and 2 energy shot drinks. Wow, wow, wow. Should I repeat that? That's the amount of caffeine in about 4 cups of brewed coffee, 10 cans of soda, or 2 energy shot drinks. Does doses of 500 milligrams or more can cause caffeine intoxication. Intoxication. So if you're drinking 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee a day, then you're risking caffeine intoxication. So, what are the symptoms of caffeine intoxication, you ask? First of all, the number one symptom that a lot of people experience is anxiety. Are you a nervous wreck? Do you have bowel irritability, irritable bowel syndrome? Do you have elevated blood pressure, increased gastric acid, insomnia, or panic attacks? Any of these things can be caused by drinking coffee or caffeinated drinks, caffeinated food, caffeinated drinks. So, again, anxiety, bowel irritability, elevated blood pressure, increased gastric acid in your stomach, insomnia and panic attacks. Many of you have gone to the doctor and the doctors have told you that your blood pressure is high. Well, do me a favor. Give yourself a test. Stop drinking coffee for a month. I know. It sounds like it's a lot, but this is your health that we're discussing. This is your health that we need to talk about and you need to deal with. So try it, even for a week. Try going without coffee for 1 week or caffeinated drinks. Get yourself a blood pressure machine and take your blood pressure and write down what your blood pressure is from day to day for the full week. At the end of 1 week, you may decide, wow, I see a big difference. My blood pressure is lower. And at that point, you may decide to go another week without drinking coffee to a point, and you get to a point where you say, okay, so maybe you want to drink decaffeinated coffee. That may be a choice, but you need to test yourself and monitor yourself. Fortunately, there are no long-lasting consequences to caffeine toxicity as the symptoms wear off as soon as the caffeine leaves the system. If you're concerned about your blood pressure or mental health, try again limiting caffeine intake to 200 milliliters a day or 2 cups of brewed coffee. But if you suffer from high blood pressure constantly, you may want to eliminate caffeinated coffee altogether. It's not worth you having a stroke or some of the other things that can happen affecting your heart, right? Tips for lowering your caffeine intake. Here we go. Gail, give me some tips. Don't just talk about it. Give me some tips. Okay, here we go. If you plan on lowering the amount of caffeine you consume, make sure to do so gradually over several days to a week to avoid withdrawal symptoms like headaches or brain fog. Whether you've tried reducing your caffeine intake and still feel heart palpitations when you have your morning cup of coffee, or if you feel overwhelmed and jittery that post lunch shot of espresso. Um, Here are a few ways you can swap your favorite caffeinated drink for something caffeine free. Switch 1 cup a day to decaf coffee. Try caffeine-free herbal teas. Switch the soft drink of energy drink for sparkling water. Yes, those energy drinks have caffeine too. So here to keep your heart healthy, whether you're worried about the amount of caffeine you consume impacting your heart health or experiencing other concerning symptoms, there are compassionate heart experts that want to keep your heart beating. So I definitely hope this information has helped you and you'll consider thinking about these caffeinated drinks that you're taking and how it affects your heart. Okay, so until next Saturday, I want you to get out, get some fresh air and exercise. I want you to check out my Partners in Health website, which is www.partnersinhealth.biz. And I want you to check out the information that's on that site. Sign up for some of the classes that I offer. Remember, I don't know if you knew about it, but we are now a nonprofit organization. So it's Partners in Health and Biz, a walk of healing, and we are Health and Wellness, a walk of healing. Okay? So whatever you donate, consider it, whatever you purchase, whatever consultations that you purchase online, remember you're helping to promote health and wellness because we are a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping people improve their health and wellness. Okay, until next Saturday, everyone, stay healthy and business savvy. Ta-ta for now. Have a blessed day, everyone.